Alabama single mother Felicia Scott is given a second chance at happily ever after when a not-so-secret admirer from her past re-enters her life.
Fred was her meal ticket, and she knew that if she could keep him
They be
happy,
playing the most
her
eerie music
divorce
when you
would
watch
have
these
worked.
documentaries. But can't wait to check it out,
But
though.
Felicia's dream to give her man the ultimate gift becomes another woman's worst nightmare.
Fred wanted a child more than anything else in the world.
I already knew it was going to come to something like that.
She was willing to do whatever she could do to keep it.
Let's get it started, y'all.
Growing up in a single-parent home in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, has little Felicia Scott dreaming of one day having a family of her own.
Felicia Scott, she was a normal kid, grew up in a middle-class family, really had no problems.
Her father just
His
wasn't
voice kills me, man. He's so
no point in
soft-spoken.
raising. That job was handled by her mother and her friend.
When some children grow up in a single-parent home, they tend to look at how other kids are living, especially those with an intact family. So they start having these sorts of utopian ideas as to what that ideal family life really should be.
I don't believe that because I grew up with a single parent, and I'd be
Before the
damned if
ink
I'm
has
finna
time
kill
to
somebody
dry
to make a
on
whole
the
family.
Felicia is already taking the first step toward having a perfect family when she
Yeah, she
dives
look
into
crazy.
marriage with
Yeah, she look crazy as shit.
Felicia hastily married. She thought that she was ready to be a wife and a mother. She wasn't.
But after 5 years of marriage and 2 kids, Felicia's overbearing attitude drives her husband away.
Felicia's personality was very dominant. In fact, it poisoned the relationship. Felicia's husband just couldn't take it.
When she divorced, she didn't realize what a burden it would be to raise 2 little boys all over her.
By the age of 23, Felicia is the living embodiment of everything she never wanted. A perpetually broke single mother barely able to raise her sons.
Yeah, she broke up her own family.
And she knew desperately that she wanted to be with someone, find a husband if possible, to help her with her children.
After several lonely and financially difficult years, a light at the end of the tunnel arrives. When Felicia runs into Fred Polian, a one-time admirer from her past.
Fred and Felicia actually knew each other from back in the day.
This dude's name is Fred Polian. Fred Polian, people.
So when they saw each other, they were really sort of reconnected.
Felicia always suspected the older man had a crush on her. And now, at the age of 27, she's more than happy to give Fred a chance.
And Fred, like he about 38, 40.
Start spending every day together.
Fred was an ideal match for Felicia because he was kind of reserved. He's not assertive at all. And this fit what Felicia wanted in a man very well.
Fred worked at a place for troubled kids. He had a real fondness toward helping kids.
Life with Fred is already proving to be the kind of relationship Felicia's been longing for her whole life. In their first year of dating, Felicia and Fred move in together, and Fred wants to take the relationship to the next level. He wants Felicia to have his birthday.
There it is.
Fred wanted to make a mark in his life, and he thought having a child, either a daughter or son, would be something that would be special and hold him in high esteem.
The pressure is on for Felicia to get pregnant.
You know, in her mind, I think she felt like she needed to be able to have a child in order to keep Fred. Because
she got 2 already, so she shouldn't have a problem with having another one.
The 2 waste little time trying.
Fred couldn't keep his hands off her. He was all over her every day.
How do y'all know this information? Y'all are not there in the relationship.
Fred asked Felicia, "Are you pregnant yet?" She felt the pressure.
He asks every day, boy. That
question. What she heard was,
my God.
"You're about to be on your own again."
A month later, Felicia approaches Fred and tells him what he's been dying to hear.
Felicia told Fred that she was pregnant. This was the news he had been waiting for. He was so happy. He couldn't have asked anything else.
He seems very excited, so.
But Fred will soon learn that there's nothing delicate about Felicia.
Yeah.
And the only thing she's carrying is a deep, dark secret.
She was so determined to keep her man that she would do anything to keep this crazy and sick man.
The desperate person does this.
Hold on, she covered in blood.
They have no other options.
There it is. There it is right there.
One year into their relationship, 28-year-old Felicia Scott gives her living boyfriend Fred Poland the ultimate gift when she tells him she's expecting his baby in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Alabama, boy.
Felicia knew that part of the bargain getting Fred to take care of her was that she had to give him a baby.
Oh,
When Fred heard news
Lord.
about her pregnancy, he was speechless. He was so excited.
But Fred's excitement will be short-lived if he ever finds out Felicia's secret.
Felicia had a hysterectomy earlier.
Oh,
She knew from that point forward she could not.
let me tell you something. This is not finna turn out right. Because if she has a hysterectomy, that means Felicia finna tell the longest lie that she'd never told in her life to keep this man. When they could have just adopted a child. But I get it that he wants one of his own blood. Could have got a surrogate parent, but I digress. Let's see how this gonna turn out. Let's just. Oh.
But Felicia needs to find a way to keep her pregnancy lie going.
Come in.
And when an opportunity presents itself in the form of her boy's babysitter, 17-year-old Corethia Curry, she jumps in.
Girl, 17 years old, man. Come on, man.
And Corethia confided in Felicia.
I'm pregnant.
About her pregnancy.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Don't know she didn't confided in this crazy ass woman.
She somewhat naive. Let me look at you.
The character that's playing her looks crazy as hell. Oh, hell no.
Now that Felicia knew Corethia was pregnant, she could match the timing of her fake pregnancy with Corethia's real.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. Man.
Felicia wastes no time setting her devious plan in motion.
Felicia told people that she was having morning sickness. She didn't wear maternity clothes. She didn't swap.
She talked about, the fact that she didn't have a big belly, but that she carried her weight in her behind. Fred was either the dumbest person for not realizing she wasn't pregnant, or he was the smartest person for helping her cover it up.
Fred never had a child before, so he didn't know what to expect with respect to a pregnancy. So
I'll give him that one.
Whatever was happening at the time.
But he too old to not know.
The clock is ticking. Felicia has less than 9 months to deliver Fred a baby.
Where are the boys?
Oh, they're at one of their friends' house just playing. I really just want to be able to spend time with you.
Okay.
So how's she doing?
The now 29-year-old spends months playing the role of the naive teenager's best friend.
She feels like she's going to be big.
Felicia started spending a lot of time with Corethia. They shared stories together about babies, about having a new baby.
Corethia, you should have never went over there. That was her first mistake, going over there.
They were inseparable.
And you don't think she's going to come earlier? Because she seems like she might be ready soon. I'm so happy for you. I really am.
Ooh, well, that's evil though.
When the day arrives, she only has one shot to get it right.
Jesus, that's evil.
So she spends the next 7 months doing her homework to prepare for a gruesome abduction.
Lord, she finna try to.
She went to a local health clinic to get brochures about C-sections and having home deliveries.
Felicia
Cesarean section, man.
Fred what he wanted. This baby. She was determined. She had the eye of the tiger. There was just
Boy, Fred must have been.
With Corethia.
Fred must have been giving her the life. Because for her to want to take the life of a 17-year-old girl that watches her children and knowing she's finna have a child to, you know what?
Corinthia at 9 months and her due date rapidly approaching. A by now impatient Felicia decides it's time to give Fred the baby he's always
She ain't even
longed
showing.
for. One day after shopping with Corinthia and her mother, Felicia invites the expectant teen over to her place.
Felicia and Corinthia grabbed some pizza and headed home to hang out at Felicia's apartment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carolyn. This is for expected mothers only. Okay. All right.
I wouldn't trust
Felicia
that.
waits
That lady
patiently
can't
just
come
the right
either.
moment
I wouldn't
to
trust
pounce on the
that.
unsuspecting mom-to-be.
It's an extreme plan.
Oh,
but
God.
She would do practically anything to please her man.
In Tuscaloosa, Alabama, after almost 9 months of waiting, 17-year-old Corinthia Curry is all that stands in the way of 29-year-old Felicia Scott's dream of giving her man the one thing he wants most, a baby.
Felicia planned to fake her pregnancy until Corinthia was 9 months pregnant.
With her boys upstairs sound asleep,
I just got so
Fred
many
working late
questions.
at the home for troubled kids, Felicia knows it's now or never.
She was cold, calculating, brutal.
That poor girl didn't even see
was a
it coming.
surprise attack. Felicia shot Corinthia in the back of the head. Her body
Jesus
dropped
Christ.
and fell directly to the ground.
Corinthia down, so Felicia turns her attention to delivering the baby.
Felicia's so determined in what she's doing that she's throwing caution to the wind. She's on autopilot. She's a robot. She's separating her emotions and her feelings.
Man, you trying to make it scientific and all that.
Crime.
That heifer is
Felicia can't
evil.
make a mistake or she will never be able to please Fred, and this is all for him. It's time to put all she's learned about C-sections to
That's the
work.
problem. She ain't got no job.
Felicia
If she had a
grabbed
job, she
the
wouldn't have been
razor
thinking like that. That's her problem.
and she cut Corinthia from her neck down
Oh
to
my
her
God.
throat. She had only 7 minutes or so before that baby could go critical because of lack of oxygen. So she was moving as quickly as she could. Then suddenly, things went wrong.
Oh God,
While
this woman
Felicia
ain't
was
dead.
cutting Corinthia's abdomen open, she realized that Corinthia was still alive. Felicia
Oh
had
my-
to do something, and what she did was horrific. She shot Corinthia again in the head. As
Jesus
Felicia
Christ.
Felicia continued the home C-section.
With the newborn finally in her arms, Felicia basks in the glow of success of her sinister scheme.
The baby survived the delivery. She was a healthy baby girl, breathing on her own without any complications.
Fred's due home from work at any minute, so Felicia rushes to clean the bloody scene and get rid of the body.
Felicia was on her hands and knees, cleaning up all the blood, scrubbing the floors, and throwing everything in the trash.
Corinthia's body was placed inside a green garbage can. The top was put on it and it was sealed up with duct tape.
Felicia drags the garbage can out of the house and puts it in the trunk of her car, only moments
Felicia
before
is
Fred
one
comes home.
crazy mother. You know what?
It happened.
Fred couldn't believe his eyes. He thought it was odd, but he didn't question it. He was just happy to see his new baby girl. And he just melted.
When Felicia saw that Fred was holding that baby, for her prayers had been answered. All of the heinous actions were worth it. She was a mother to this child for Fred. And
See, now I'm
mission
like the cop.
accomplished.
Because Fred,
She was
this
in
heifer is
the
covered in blood. And you ain't going to question not one thing about it.
In Felicia's mind that she's done the right thing.
You ain't been to no doctor's appointments. You ain't been to nothing.
Felicia pointed out to Fred that there were lots of bloody towels and sheets that needed to be disposed of, and they were in the trash can. And she wanted him to take that out right away and just get rid of it.
Happy to do anything.
Fred, you can't be this
Just
stupid.
given birth to his daughter, Fred dutifully follows Felicia's instructions and dumps the trash bin in a ravine 50 miles away.
Oh yeah, Fred, you helped. He knew it. Nah, 50 miles away?
Trunk of the car and let it roll down the ravine.
Fred didn't have any reason not to trust Felicia. Then everything she did was pretty much perfect, and I assert that he really wanted to believe.
With the evidence disposed of,
Whoever's watching
Felicia
this,
focuses on Fred
I
and
don't
Mary,
believe it.
who they
I know
name
good
Naomi.
and I know y'all don't believe it. Cause
But in less than 48 hours, her perfect family will start to fall apart.
Corethia's mother called the police and was reporting her child was missing and had every reason to believe that Felicia Scott had something to do with it.
at least the mama know.
And then Felicia and Corethia split off for dinner at Felicia's.
The only information she could give police was that the last person she saw her daughter with was Felicia.
Okay, so that was the mama. Okay, yeah, you should have known something was up. Hell, I ain't leaving my daughter with you. Well, she was babysitting the babies.
She answers the door, cradling a newborn.
She's mine. It was a miraculous home delivery.
Oh, wow, okay. Okay, so have you been to the hospital?
She told us that she had a at-home birth at her sister's, which would have been in Birmingham.
She's only a few days old.
At this point, she produced paperwork that showed she had been, in fact, to Cooper Green Hospital.
Are you familiar with the
Felicia doesn't miss a beat when asked about
My
Corethia
God.
You know...
She's past crazy, boy. To go with this whole plan, she's past crazy.
Corethia probably ran off again.
Felicia said it was very possible that Corethia had just run away because of her unhappy home life.
On the way back,
And y'all ain't gonna think nothing.
Detective Hearing calls around to check out her story.
They decided to call the Tuscaloosa Health Department. Once they got in touch with the health department, they realized that Felicia had actually had a hysterectomy.
At that point,
Now it's getting good. I want to see what she finna do.
we realized that we needed to locate Felicia immediately because obviously this wasn't her baby.
Within 24 hours, detectives trace Felicia to her father's home in Norcross, Georgia.
Went inside the residence where I saw Felicia Scott laying on the couch with a baby on her chest.
Got the baby.
Why are you taking my baby? I didn't do anything.
You ain't even acting like that's your child.
Stated to me that Corethia had given her that baby, that it was Corethia's baby, but that Corethia didn't want it, wanted her to have it, and that she
Then sat right there and told on herself.
Night, just walking away.
Felicia felt that everything that she had done...
They found a damn actor look just like the lady. That's crazy. That's the first time I ever seen that.
Love that trumped her crime.
Investigators have no way of connecting.
People be throwing around that word love, I'm telling you.
So she's released on bail. But 2 months later, Corethia's body is discovered at the bottom of a ravine near Felicia's sister's house.
Oh, she crazy. She did it. She got more gums than teeth. She did it.
Felicia Scott never admitted to killing Corethia Curry and never admitted to kidnapping the child.
My God.
Fred insists he had
He
no
helped.
knowledge of what was in the
He
child.
helped. Fred
But
helped.
when he admits to dumping it, he's arrested for kidnapping
Fred
her
helped.
and is sentenced to 20
Look
years
at
in
him.
prison.
He helped. He got them deacon glasses on. Fred helped.
2 years later, a jury convicts Felicia of first-degree murder.
2 years.
Sentenced to life with no possibility of parole.
She should have been convicted in a week.
Twisted mind, with her own narcissistic needs, Felicia thought that she deserved to have that baby. Anything in order to find pure happiness with Fred.
In the end, Felicia loses her man and the baby she desperately wanted to
That
keep.
lady prettier than the real Felicia. That lady Felicia, the real one. Her crazy looking ass.
Fred, plain and simple. I think that she knew that Fred wanted a child. I think she was in fear that if he knew she couldn't have a child, that he...
Man, Fred is not innocent. I seen the way that Negro look. He ain't innocent.
This, for a man, is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that is, man.
Or
Like,
Felicia live with it afterwards. It's very simple. Felicia is incapable of caring about anyone but Felicia.
no, she didn't.
Felicia Scott took extreme measures to give her man a child, but she isn't the only woman willing to go to unspeakable lengths in the name of love.